Dear participant, the meeting is about to start. Please be ready and open your camera during the event. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Dear participant, the meeting is about to start. Please be ready and turn on your camera during the event. Thank you for your kind cooperation.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
I'm sorry, I need to go via my phone. Yeah, seems that my laptop I cannot hear. I cannot say anything. You cannot hear my voice, so I will use my phone. Yeah.
Okay, madam.
Dear participants, the meeting is about to start. Please be ready and turn on your camera during the event. The meeting will start in another 5 minutes. Thank you for your kind cooperation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to our respected Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan, Deputy Dean of Students Development and Community Engagement, Associate Professor Dr. Hasmah Mansur, Deputy Dean of Academic and Internalization, Professor Dr. Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib, the lineup of Engineers 27, the new lineup of Engineers 28. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the annual general meeting of Engineers 27. My name is Aiman Farhan bin Raishan, and I am your Master of Ceremony of today's event. Without further ado, I would like to invite Brother Ahmad Solihin Wan Anwar to lead the Dua recitation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. InsyaAllah we start the event with Kitab Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Wabihi nasta'in. والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم يا Allah, on this glorious day, in conjunction with annual general meeting Engineers 27, we uphold our hands to pray gratefully, to thank you on your infinite favor to us, till we can live in peace and harmony, to perform our tasks as your servants. O Allah, we ask your blessing to make this occasion a success. Allahumma ya hayyu ya qayyum, ya zal jalali wal ikram, please bless us with your tawfiq and hidayah. Please guide us to greatness, peace, glory, and prosperity in this world and the hereafter. Grant us with a valuable knowledge that will be beneficial to mankind in order to gain your mardatillah. Please forgive us for our wrongdoing. Allahumma ya hafizul ya raqib. O Allah, you are the most forgiving and the one who is forgiving. Therefore, forgive us and all the present in this event. Ya Allah, we ask for your security and prosperity upon us, our leaders, and our country. Please accept our deeds and please reward us accordingly. Allahumma ja'alna hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'di tafarruqan ma'suma. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you, Brother Ahmad Solihin. May Allah bless our annual general meeting today. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, the objective of annual general meeting is to perform reports of the annual activities and programs of Engineers 27. Besides that, it is also to analyze the income and expenditure of Engineers 27 throughout their tenure. Finally, it aims to introduce the new lineup of Engineers 28. Now, I would like to call upon Brother Muhammad Ridwan bin Muhammad Syabuddin, President of Engineers 27, to give his welcoming speech. With all due respect.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Brother Muhammad Ridwan. I would like to invite our Honorable Deputy Dean of Academic and Industrial Linkage, Associate Professor Dr. Ma'an Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib, to deliver his speech.
I'm sorry, Prof. Ma'an, we cannot hear your voice.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was maybe muted. Thank you, Dr. Hasba. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let me start again from the beginning. Okay, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank Enginius for an important meeting, and also to congratulate them on organizing this meeting. We know that annual general meetings are important for any organizations because this is when they look at their performance over the past tenure, and they will be evaluating the performance and looking at the positive outcomes and the shortcomings so they can improve in the future. Let me just also highlight that the office name now is Academic and Internationalization. It has changed since August this year. And hopefully that change will reflect on our planning in the Kuliya to look into the internationalization of our Kuliya, not only by just getting international students, which is one of our targets, but also to make our Kuliya known to the international level. Let me also congratulate the outgoing office, Genius 27 group, for their good work. We have been in the picture of all your activities. Dr. Hasma has been always reporting this. And I think we've been doing good effort. On the academic aspect, I think we had also quite a close communication with each other. My office, the Academic and Internationalization and Enginius, which I believe is very important to continue with this effort, because the performance, the academic performance of the Kuliya depends not only on the academic staff, the admin staff and the technical staff of the Kuliya, but also the students play a very important, crucial role in that. And I wish that we will have more communication and more discussions on the academic matters, so that we will be able, inshallah, to uplift our efforts. We need to progress all the time. We cannot just progress and feel happy at one point. Otherwise, as you are familiar with S-curve, you know, the moment you reach the plateau, if you don't do anything, most probably the curve will go down. So the progress should be always there, and we need to keep communicating to look into how we can achieve this progress. Let me end by congratulating the new office, Enginius 28, and wish them all the best in their tenure. With this, I end. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you, Dr. Maan, for your speech. Let us continue by inviting our Honorable Deputy Dean of Students Development and Community Engagement, Associate Professor Dr. Hasmah Mansur, to deliver her speech.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Brother Aiman Farhan, as the chairman for this AGM. Alhamdulillah, all of us are here. We have our dean, we have our deputy dean academic, we have Enginius 27, and at the same time we have Enginius 28. So I believe this is the opportunity for us, the Kuliah members, to meet the student leaders of Kuliah of Engineering. So as Prof. Maan mentioned just now, this AGM is to report the activities and also what has been done by the previous tenure, which is Enginius 27, and we would like to welcome Enginius 28, and we would like to wish all the best to Enginius 28 for all the challenges, for all the future that we are going through together, inshallah. I always mention to engineers that who are we at Office of Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement without engineers, because I personally believe engineers is the main heart of Office of Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, and Alhamdulillah Office of Deputy Dean Academic and also Dean Office always, we always work together with engineers, because engineers is like the bridge bringing together the kuliah and all students at Kuliah of Engineering. So, because this is the opportunity for me to meet the leaders, the future leaders of Malaysia, insyaAllah, the future leaders of the world. So, I would like to remind all of us to do what has been given to us, the responsibility with our sincere heart. Yeah, and I also would like to remind all of us and all of you, my fellow students, that we will lead the students with the knowledge. Yeah, because I believe in Malaysia and many part of the world, leaders with knowledge are very is very needed. Yeah, they are very much needed for the society, because we don't want just a politician who can talk but without knowledge. So I believe we as engineers, we are problem solver. Inshallah, whatever problem that we are going to face out there in the real world, we are going to find the solution. And I hope that with the right guided by IIUM, with our university required courses, all this UNGS, all this Usrah Budi, it at least embed in your heart that we are all guided by Al-Quran and Hadith, and also the knowledge that you have learned from IIUM. Brothers and sisters, leaders, it is not just like people who just instruct another people, right? So leaders, you need to inspire the other students, and how to inspire the students. So maybe at all time, you must watch out what you're talking, what you do, how you dress up, because people are watching you, my dear brothers and sisters. So you need to inspire people. You need to set a good example to the other students and to the society, inshallah. Because the other students are looking at you, my brothers and sisters, because you are engineers. So you have the great name, you have the great position at Kuliah of Engineering, and I hope that you really walk the talk. I believe all of you during the manifesto war, or maybe while you are in the position, so you have some manifesto, you have some objective to achieve, and I hope that it will be carried on in your mind, and you will try your best to achieve all the objective that you has been set. Okay, what else? Okay, I also always mention to my students that we are all leaders because we are leaders to ourselves. But then I really want to congratulate you, my dear brothers and sisters, because you have taken extra mile to be the leader among your group of people, which is the students at Kuliah of Engineering. And today I would like to hear the presentation from Enginius 27. Although I have known their activities, they did so much activities. They are very impactful in my opinion, and they have taken my challenge to reach not only IIUM but also all the community in Malaysia, and also there are students who are doing activities at the international level. So very good job, Enginius 27. And I hope that Enginius 28, you can set the benchmark of Enginius 27 and do more, insyaAllah. So with that, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Dr. Asma, for your wonderful speech. Finally, I would like to welcome our respected Dean Kuliah of Engineering, Associate Professor Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan, to give his speech and officiate the annual General Meeting of Engineers 27. With all due respect, please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you, Brother Aiman, as our MC. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Respected Deputy Deans, Prof. Ma'an Al-Khatib and Dr. Hasmah Mansur, and all colleagues, I would say, even all our students, engineering students. Okay, the President of Engineers, Brother Muhammad Ridwan, Enginius 27, okay, Brother Muhammad Ridwan and Muhammad Syabuddin, and all the Enginius 27 community members, as well as Enginius 28 that has just been selected. Okay, first let us praise to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala to making this. Well, unfortunately, still we're gonna have this AGM in online mode. But inshallah soon, then we hope that in the future, soon, then coming back next year, then we'll be having more and more physical activities then, or face-to-face activities, inshallah. Usually when we have this AGM, then it indicate that the end of the term for the present, what we call that, lineups, and the coming of a new lineups. And of course, this is the avenue, as mentioned by Dr. Hasmah, to present what has been done, what activity that has been conducted, and this should also be an avenue to evaluate the program that has been conducted. Where can we improve to plan for the future, inshallah. And of course, what we call that, engineers being a society, this is already, as mentioned, then 27, so it's going to be 28 year of engineers. It has been what we call that, grown to be a well-established society in the university, and we call even at the kuliah level, then we recognize engineers that has played a very major role to represent students, as well as to assist our kuliah related to undergraduate activities. We hope that this what we call that relation will continue, will grow to even better. Even starting, I think, few years back during Prof. Faris as the Dean, we have even started to have a representative or the President of Engineers to be a member to also attend our kuliah board meeting, so that you can hear what are the discussion, and the President can also relay or send the message to the what we call the management of the kuliah, so that there will be, I mean, the communication will be there and we can improve further. And as always, what we call the purpose of the kuliah is actually to develop the student, okay, undergraduate, postgraduate, and with the new IUM soft, the responsibility is even greater. We are not just focusing on developing the academic part of the student, but we want to also be involved in developing the personality, the character, as well as the other related personal development of our student. So the responsibility is more, and of course, with the help of engineers, then it will be a lot easier for us to achieve this mission of the university. As I mentioned, then I think based on my experience, Enginius has been very helpful, very cooperative with us. We don't want to look at Enginius as the the opponent, but we want to work together rather than being always opposing views and fighting each other. I think that's a better way. We work together for the betterment of the student, for the betterment of the kuliah, inshallah. And I can see that for the past few years, while I'm holding a position as the Deputy Dean Academic, as well as now as a Dean, I can see then we have a very good relation, and we hope that we can continue with that relation. Of course, then the last 2 years, then we have been facing all these challenges. We did not really expect much from the student activities in the last term, but as mentioned by Dr. Hasma, I think the team has done a great job assisting us also to communicate with all students with issues related either with the COVID or with the academic related issues. I think, with the new challenge, I can see that the team has managed to really face it and come up with a good way of facing the challenge. And definitely, I think in the future to come, then you will be facing this even after you graduate. Then this is a new norm that we will be having to face. Then definitely. So in a way, then holding a position in the university as a student society level will create or will mold, will give you the opportunity of experience or experiencing leadership, which is actually very important once you go out from the university. Okay, let me see a few other points. Basically, before I go to the I think there is one point also I'd like to highlight. Not only for the leadership, I think for all students. And then I always mention before that undergraduate life is actually a very important period of life for everyone. Then I had gone through. I know that is where where you first identify your potentials, you groom your potential, you explore new potentials. So I think this is one of the great opportunity being in a society. We work together as a team. So I hope that all other students as well try to find ways to also contribute. Don't just let the leadership to plan and to organize everything. Try to be part of the team. Okay, try to bring ideas and also to participate, as well as to help to be part of the team subcommittee and any other potential. This is actually the best time for you to really look at or explore your potential. And also this is to me then undergraduate life is the great opportunity for us to make mistake with a least implication. Okay, once you go out and work in a company, for example, then you need to be more careful not to make so much mistake. But as a student, then it's okay to make mistake, but of course within a certain level or limit. Okay, but then usually the best way for us to learn is through mistake. Okay, so just be there to explore, so that from there then you can see where you can improve yourself. And this is in fact in line with SOF, that we want to explore, to develop our potential, so that once you graduate, you go out from the university, you will become a better person. You will be ready yourself with all the skills for you to face the actual real life challenge then in the outside there. Okay. I would like to congratulate the present lineup of Engineers 27 for all that the success that you have done. Of course, there are always challenges. Okay, that is part of life anyway. At the same time, I would like to also congratulate the new Engineers 28 lineups, and looking forward to working together in the near future, inshallah. And I think with that, then thank you everyone, and I would like to declare the Engineers AGM 2021 open. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Sani, for kicking off this meeting today. Now, this is the time to begin our annual general meeting. With all due respect, I pass this meeting to the chairman of annual general meeting, Sister Siti Nurain binti Cik Muhammad Azmi.
Many thanks, Brother Aiman Farhan bin Rahishan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Enginius 27, I welcome you to the 27th Annual General Meeting of Enginius. I'm Siti Nurain, your chair for this meeting. Every year, we look forward to meet with all of you and share what your society has accomplished during the past year. This time around, we're excited to be hosting our virtual meeting, which allows us to be more inclusive and reach a greater number of our members. We are happy that so many of you are able to join us today. Before we commence the proceedings, I will briefly run through a few housekeeping items and technical considerations. First, we have a lot of people joining us today on this webinar, so we highly recommend that our participants to mute your lines to reduce noise disruptions. Please also note that this webinar is being recorded and webcasted. Second, when making or seconding a motion and asking questions, please begin by stating your full name and metric number so that we can accurately include you in our AGM minutes. Third, the agenda for this meeting was circulated with the annual general meeting notice received by all members in advance of this meeting. I will remind the members that they are the presentation of program report and financial report with a Q&A session after each one. Fourth, with your help, I hope we can work together to make this an effective meeting for our society. This meeting provides the benefits of board accountability, input from the members to the board, celebration of our successes, and community building. It is our wish to make this meeting both inclusive and efficient, so we could achieve our goal and adjourn the meeting in less than an hour, if God will. Thus, I will need your cooperation and support to keep us on track. It is my pleasure to officially call our annual general meeting to order. I open the floor to the members. May I have a motion to appoint a minute writer?
Okay, I'm Muhammad Irfan bin Syamsul Bahari, metric number 1917091, and I would like to nominate Sister Farhana binti Azman, metric number 1918836.
Do we have a seconder?
I am Nur Shahira binti Muhammad Zaharun, metric number 1817806, and I second the motion.
The motion to have Sister Nur Farhana binti Azman as the minute writer for today's meeting has passed. Thank you. Next, a motion to appoint the timekeeper.
I'm Sister Nur Alisa Izzati binti Azri, metric number 2018108, and I nominate Brother Muhammad Adam Haikal bin Zulkifli, metric number 1927317.
A second.
I'm Nur Alia Hazira binti Nur Hamidi, metric number 1919652, and I second the motion.
The motion is approved. Thank you. We will have Brother Muhammad Adam Haikal bin Zulkifli as the timekeeper. All right. May I have someone to provide a motion to appoint a member to present the program report?
I'm Muhammad Irfan bin Syamsul Bahari, metric number 1917091, and I would like to nominate Sister Nur Alia Idina binti Jeffrey, metric number 1818502.
A seconder.
I am Nur Shahira binti Muhammad Zaharun, metric number 1817806, and I second the motion.
This motion has passed. Thank you. We are pleased to be joined today by the Secretary General of Enginius 27, Sister Nur Alia Irdina binti Jeffrey, who will be delivering the annual program report presentation of Enginius 27. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Nur Alia Urdina binti Jafri, metric number 1818502. I am the Secretary General for Engineers 27, and today I will be report for. So the contents of this report and it's okay. Of engineering. Sorry for that. I apologize for the technical issues. Okay, so continuing, the Management and Organizing Board of Engineers 27, our advisory board consists of Associate Professor Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan, the Dean of Kuliah of Engineering, and Associate Professor Dr. Hasma Mansur, Deputy Dean of Student Development and Community Engagement. This is the list of main board of Engineers 27, including the chairperson and co-chairperson of Presidential Council. Next, this is the overall organization of Engineers 27. We have 9 main boards, including the chairperson and co-chairperson of Presidential Council, 6 department councils, and 9 management councils. This is the statistics of Engineers 27 subcommittees. We have a total of 16 councils with 270 subcommittees. Hence, we have the average subcommittee in every council of 17. Next, I will be presenting the list of programs organized by month. Our first ever program was organized on December 2020, which is Machine Learning Using Python Workshop 2.0, organized by MCTSA. Next, on the month of February 2021, we have Code Along Machine Learning for Image Analysis by MCTSA, Fanatic K-pop di Malaysia di Manakah Kita by Usra Adni and Main Board of Engineers 27, EGP 27 Program Workshop, Forum RTL Ready or Not by ANC, and Induction Day of Academic and Career. Next, on the month of March 2021, we have Mechatronics Mass Gathering 2020-2021, Introduction to Civil Engineering, Educational Talk organized by International Bureau, Workshop MATLAB by HSA, Chit Chat with Direct Intake organized by ANC, Virtual Run for Biochemical Biotechnology Engineering 2021, Kickstart Internship by HSA, Academic Sharing with Freshies by MEMESA, Career as Engineer The Journey by ANC, and Illustrate My Way Workshop by Media. Next, for the month of April 2021, the Presidential Council Training Center, organized by Presidential Council, PUBG Esports Day, organized by Xxvii, All About EIT by International Bureau, Introduction to First Aid by Welfare, Engage and Influence Social Media Workshop by Media, Memesa Charity Car Wash by Memesa, Engineering Sports Carnival, Wizard of Engineering organized by MEXA, Dean's List Award Ceremony, Memescience Poster Competition 2021, TED Talk by ANC, Web Development Workshop 2.0 organized by MC.
We are sorry for the interruption. We will back. We will back again.
We apologize again for the technical issue. So I will continue for the month of May 2021. The first program is Ramadan Sharing by DNT, Iftar Gathering BTE by Besta, Raya with Besta 8 Photo, Quiz Aways by ANC. We also have Career Venture Talk organized by IIM Roboteam in collaboration with MCTSA, Kexpo by ANC, Get to Know 3D Printing by MEXA, and webinar The Future of Mobile App Industry, which is a collaboration between Presidential Council, MCTSA, and also ICTSS. We also have Essential Skills that Hiring Managers Look for in Engineers by Civesa, Food for All Ramadan Exclusive by Welfare, MEXA Care Campaign, One for All for One, organized by EGP. Next, for the month of June 2021, we have two programs organized by MEMESA, which are webinar session with MTech and MEMESA Food Distribution Program. For the month of September 2021, we have the continuation for the Huawei program, which is Huawei Mobile Services Foundation Course Training Session, AutoCAD Workshop by Civesa, Insan Sejahtera KOE organized by Mainboard, which is a part of the Ta'aruf Week. For the month of October 2021, we have SNR Studios 2021, which was organized from March until October, Remote Laboratory Hour with Dr. Hugh Considine by HSA, and Dinsley's Award Ceremony Semester 2, 2020-2021 by ANC. We also have SciTech 3.0 and SciTech 4.0 by Xxvii, and this program is a part of NGTech 21. We also have Alumni Talk Enginius Reality by HSA, Academic Sharing with Freshies by Memesa, and Career for Engineers by ANC. Next, for the month of November, which is the month with the most number of programs, firstly, we have our flagship program, Engineering Technology Exhibition 2021, Engitex 21, organized by Mainboard. And the following programs are the sub-programs under Engitex, which are Salam Diskusi Online SADO, Internship Expectation versus Reality by DNT, GetFit 2021, MEXA in collaboration with SNR, Mobile Photography Workshop by Media, Entrepreneur Week, sorry for that, Entrepreneur Week by EGP, and last but not least, the Engitex 21 closing ceremony by Presidential Council. And then we also have Memesa Car Wash 2.0 and Mahabarasu, organized by DNT in collaboration with Majlis Ta'lim An-Nur. Next, we have Still You Python by HSA, Virtual Industrial Visit by HSA, TED Talk by ANC, and Intern Talk 2021 by Vesta. Last but not least, we have Culture and Integration Program by International Bureau. And the last ever program, which is organized this month on December 2021, is the Enginius Election 2021-2022, organized by Mainboard of Enginius 27 to elect the new Mainboard of Enginius 28. For this tenure, we have one cancelled program, which is the Xxvii Family Day due to weather constraint. Next, I will be talking about SDG. The Sustainable Development Goals SDG were adopted by the United Nations in 2015 as a call to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that by 2030, everyone shall enjoy peace and prosperity. There are a total of 17 SDGs, which are integrated with each other, and the development must be balanced between social, economic, and environmental sustainability. So in this slide, this is the previous SDG goals that are achieved by Enginius 26. So they have 9 programs based on sustainable development goals. And Alhamdulillah, for Enginius 27, our SDG goals increased from the previous tenure, where we have a total of 12 programs based on sustainable development goals. For the sustainable development goal, we have SDG 2, Zero Hunger, SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, SDG 4, Quality Education, SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitization, SDG 8, Decent Work and Economic Growth, SDG 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, SDG 10, Reduce Inequalities, SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, SDG 12, Responsible Consumption and Production, SDG 13, Climate Action, SDG 16, Peace, Justice and Strong Institutions, and lastly, SDG 17, Partnerships for the Goals. So this is the analysis of performances for Enginius 27. We have a total of 70 program execution, which actually is double of the programs executed by Enginius 26, and we have one cancelled program. So the flagship programs that we managed to execute includes SciTech 3.0 and SciTech 4.0, which is also recognized as IIUM flagship program. We have Engitex 21, Kexpo, and also Engineering Sports Carnival. So that is all for the program report of Enginius 27. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Alia Idina, for the brief annual report of all programs conducted during the tenure. Members are welcome to raise your query or inform your proposal relating to the presentation. Please visit the chat room and share your full name and metric number before doing so. Hearing none, it will be appropriate to resume our formal proceedings at this time. I will now entertain a motion to appoint a member to present the financial report.
I'm Nur Alisa Izzati binti Azri. I would like to nominate Sister Amira Atika binti Hanizam, matric number 1910360.
Is there a second?
I'm Nur Alia Hazira binti Nur Hamidi, metric number 1919652. I second the motion.
As a chairperson of this meeting, I hereby declare that this motion has been approved. Thank you. I would like to call upon the treasurer of Enginius 27, Sister Amira Atika binti Hanizam, for the presentation of the financial report. With all due respect, please welcome.
We have some problems with the internet connection. We will back as soon.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Chairman of this meeting, Siti Nur Ain. My name is Amira Atika binti Hanizam, metric number 1910360. We'll be presenting for financial report of Enginius 27. First off, let me tell you, the budget allocated from staff to Enginius 27 is 8,000. We reallocate the budget once on 25th April 2021. First off, for memboard, we allocated 3,735 ringgit, and memboard came up with 5 programs with total of 3,735 ringgit. Next, for the department council, I start with BESTA. BESTA, we allocate 4,450 ringgit, and BESTA conducted 4 programs with total up to 350 ringgit. Next, for CBESA, we allocated 50 ringgit but they came up with 3 program, but with 0 budget program, which is Introduction to Civil Engineering, Essential Skills that Hiring Managers Look for in Engineers, and AutoCAD Workshop. Next, for HSR, we allocated 200 ringgit and they conducted 3 programs that used with a total of 200 ringgit. Next, for MCTSA, we allocated 150 ringgit and they conducted 1 program which is web development that uses 50 ringgit. For MEXA, we allocated 220 ringgit and they conducted 2 programs which is Quizlet and Innovation Contest that sums up 170 ringgit. For MEMESA, we allocated 200 ringgit and they came out with 2 programs which is Charity Car Wash and Science Poster Competition that uses up to 110 ringgit. For ANC, next it is Management Council. For ANC, we allocated 325 ringgit and they use all of the budget allocated with 5 programs which is Dean's List Award, TED Talk, Quiz, Expo, and Innovation Contest with collaboration with MEXA and Invention Council. Next, for DNT, we allocated 400 ringgit and they use all of the budget allocated with Ramadan Sharing Program, Mega Talk, Nuzul Quran, and Mahalbah Rasul. Next, for EGP, they didn't use the budget allocated, but they came up with 2 programs with 0 budget program, which is EGP 27 Program Workshop and One for All or for One. Next, for Xxvii, we allocated 240 ringgit and they used the budget for PUBG Esport with 140 ringgit. For International Program, International Bureau, we allocated 180 ringgit and they used 80 ringgit with educational talk and all about it. For Invention Council, we allocated 100 ringgit and they conducted 1 program, which is Innovation Contest with a sum of 50 ringgit. For Media Council, we allocated 270 ringgit and they used 170 ringgit with 2 programs, Illustrate My Way and Social Media Workshop. For SNR, we allocated 650 ringgit and they used all the budget with 3 programs, which is ESC 2021, SNR Studios, and EPL. For welfare, we allocated 730 ringgit and they conducted 3 programs, which is 1 tenure donation, Intro to First Aid, Food for All Ramadan exclusive, which a sum of 630 ringgit. As a summary, the Manport uses all of the budget, which is 3,735 ringgit. The Department Council uses of 880 ringgit with a balance of 390 ringgit. The Management Councils use 2,445 ringgit out of 2,995 ringgit with a balance of 550 ringgit. So the total expenses for this tenure is 7,060 ringgit out of 8,000 with a percentage of 88.25%. That's all from me. Thank you. I pass the floor back to the chairman of this meeting, Siti Nur Ain.
Thank you, Sister Amira Atika, for the presentation. Does anyone have any questions? Again, if you do, please feel free to type them in the chat function. Lastly, I will now entertain a motion to appoint a member to present the financial report from Enginepreneur Bureau.
I'm Muhammad Irfan bin Syamsul Bahari, and I would like to nominate Brother Muhammad Nasrin Akil bin Abdul Hamid, entry number 1815117, to present the financial report from Enginepreneur Bureau.
Is there a second?
I am Noshahira binti Muhammad Zaharun, entry number 1817806, and I second the motion.
This motion is passed. I would like to invite the chairperson of Enginepreneur, Brother Muhammad Nasrin Akil bin Abdul Hamid, to present the financial report presentation. The screen is yours.
My name is Muhammad Nasrin Hakim bin Abdul Hamid, entry number 1815517. I will present the financial report of Enginepreneur. Okay, from the last tenure, we got 16,128.60 from last tenure. Then we spent about 10,150 for 203 jackets. And then we spent another 2,445 for 62 pair of boots. And from there, we got, from our sales, we got 17,596. Next, we spent RM7 to print the account statement from the bank. And then the monthly profit from the bank is around RM4.40. And then we spent another 2,404 for the product in Osen, which is consists of COVID self-test kit and drinks. Next, from the sales, we got 185. We also spent around 1,767.60 for the maintenance of our appliances such as PC, printer, and Wi-Fi. Then we spent 350 for the business stock that we organized. And from our program, Entrepreneur Week, we got income about RM198.50. And for others expenses, we got RM280 for the profit. So total amount of our income is 80,221.90, and total amount of the money we spent this tenure 17,123 ringgit 60. In summary, we got profit about 1,098.30, and we will carry forward to next tenure 10,246.90. And if we include the stocks in Osens, we got 70,226.90 ringgit. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Nasrin, for the presentation. Does anyone have any questions? Please feel free to type your questions in the chat function. There's a question for the financial controller from Dr. Hasma. The question is, how much sponsorships from outside that we received this year?
Thank you, Dr. Hasma, for the question. for this tenure, we got two sponsor, which is from for MCC program, which is for 3,000 ringgit, and from MTC 1,500 ringgit. So the total sponsor for this tenure is 4,005 ringgit. 4,500 ringgit.
Is there any more question? Ladies and gentlemen, seeing no further questions and proposals from the members, this wraps up the official portion of our annual general meeting. I would like to take this chance to place on record my thanks to the board members for their outstanding efforts and commitment to Enginius over the past year. With their retirement, we are losing meaningful expertise and wisdom. All of us will greatly miss their insight and counsel. Nonetheless, we have some of the best people in our society, and their efforts will continue to place the society in a strong position to capture the opportunities ahead. On behalf of the board, I feel humbled to thank each one of you for your continued and ongoing support and guidance to Enginius, especially in these challenging times. We have had a solid year, and the outlook is positive. And we were positioned to continue to prosper into the future. As we conclude, I want you to know that it has been a privilege for me to be at the meeting this year. I look forward to seeing you in person next year, hopefully no longer in uncertain times. Until then, please stay safe and healthy. Thank you for all of your attention. Citing no further business, I officially call our 27th Annual General Meeting of Enginius adjourned. With all due respect, I postpone this meeting and hand over to Brother Aiman Farhan.
Thank you, Sister Norain, for conducting the meeting. This is the time that everyone has been excitingly waiting for, the announcement of the new lineup of Enginius 28. But before that, let us listen to the final remarks by Brother Muhammad Ridwan bin Muhammad Shihabuddin as the President of Enginius 27.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Am I audible? Bismillah. Am I audible? Okay, thank you. So first of all, I would like to apologize for the technicality on my behalf, especially to the committee and all those who participate in this annual general meeting. Okay, thank you, Brother Aiman Farhan and also Sister Norain for emceeing and chairing this Enginius annual general meeting. And I wish good morning to our Dean of Kuliah of Engineering, Dr. Associate Professor Dr. Sani Ehsan, and also Deputy Dean, Student Development and Community Engagement, Associate Professor Dr. Asma Manso, and Deputy Dean Academic and Internationalization, Dr. Ma'an, Professor Dr. Ma'an Al-Katibi. And also we have here the lineup of Enginius 27 and the lineup of Enginius 28. And last but not least, a very welcome to the staff, lecturers, students of Kuliah of Engineering and all the audience that have been watching this annual general meeting today. We are very delighted to have you with us in participating this Enginius annual general meeting. As you all know, this AGM remark the end of our tenures and the beginning of the new one, a better one, inshallah. It's been a memorable journey being with the lineup of Enginius 27 and also working with the administration of the kuliah, especially the office of Dean, the DDS ODD SCCE and the academic office, ensuring to ensure the vision and mission of this student organization to be achieved, which is to implement the aspiration of unity in diversity among the KOE community. Thus, I would like to take the opportunity to thank our respected and lovable advisor, Dr. Asmah Mansur, and the office of DDSDCE, Sister Shuhada, and also Brother Zambi, as the backbone of engineers, giving us support and advice throughout this tenure. Thank you. And not forgetting the Dean Office and the ODD Deputy Dean, Office of Deputy Dean, Academic and Internationalization, and also all the lineup of engineers 27 for assisting us in our journey as a Kuliah of Engineering students representative. And a special thanks to all the lecturers, the staff, and the students who keep supporting and believing in us along our journey. And it's undeniable that we encounter many challenges throughout this journey, facing problems that from students from the KOE communities in making sure our goal to be successful. But however, Alhamdulillah, having a great people, a great support together in engineers make the challenge possible to that risk. Okay, so I think a year in engineers, honestly, was not an easy ride, but at the experience, the knowledge and the relationship built and we gain from the tenure, will always be treasured and cherished. So I think I would like to really express my gratitude to the team for all your hard work and all your dedication throughout this tenure. 70 programs, that's a lot, I think. Not wanting to compare with previous tenure, but having a many initiative hopefully help the students in any ways. Okay. So as I mentioned before, this AGM remarks the end of our tenure and the beginning of a new one. We merely a torch bearer for the engineering student society, and the torch will be soon passed down to the next generation, inshallah. So therefore, for the new lineup of engineers, I would like to wish all the best to every one of you, and may Allah ease everything for your journey in engineers, inshallah. We, the lineup of 27, have initiated many opportunity throughout our tenure, so that I would hope that the next generation of engineers will improvise and continue that initiative for the students, inshallah. Okay, it's not known that engineers, the engineering student society who represent the students, is a great responsibility, having to take care of both yourself and the student of Kuliah of Engineering, working with the administration of the Kuliah, and also nowadays that we have the student unions, we are engaging with the in any way we have to engage with the all the IIUM community. So I hope that Allah is your journey, but inshallah everything will be just fine, as our journey has been written for us beautifully, inshallah. Next, as the closing of my speech, along with the achievement of engineers under the leadership of Member 27, there might be flaws here and there within our organization itself, which involve the lecturers, the staff, the students of KE community. Therefore, I would like to humbly apologize for every mistake and shortcoming that we make, for any unsolved issue that we didn't cater during our tenure. Inshallah, we will try our best to cooperate and stand side by side with the new lineup of engineers to ensure the betterment of the KE community, inshallah. So once again, thank you for this opportunity. I think that's end of my speech. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So,
Thank you so much.
okay, sorry.
Thank you so much, Brother Muhammad Ridwan. Now, please enjoy this presentation of the new Engineers 28 lineup that will be presented by our Engineers 27 President, Brother Muhammad Ridwan bin Muhammad Shihabuddin.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So now I would like to announce the new lineup of Engineers 2028. I will begin with the management. I will begin with the Department Council. Okay, for the Manufacturing and Material Engineering Student Association, MEMESA, the chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Uzair, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Rabiatul Adawiyah. And next for the Mechanical Engineering, MEXA, the chairperson will be Najiah binti Abdul Razak. The co-chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Ashraf Izham. For the Mechatronic Engineering Student Association, MCTA, the chairperson will be Brother Benjamin Irfan bin Muhammad Ilahi. The co-chairperson will be Sister Nur Ayuni. For Electrical and Computer Student Association, HSA, the chairperson will be Ahmad Fuad Mahdi, and the co-chairperson will be Siti Aisyah binti Zainal Abidin. And next, for Civil Engineering Student Association, CIVESA, the chairperson will be Nur Shahnas, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Nur Alisa Izzati. And last but not least, for the Department Council, Biotechnical and Biochemical Engineering Student Association, BESTA, the chairperson will be Brother Daniel bin Muhammad Rashidi, and the co-chairperson will be Nick Misha Adrina. And next we move on to the Management Council for Engineers 28. For Enginepreneur Council, the chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Asnawi, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Fatin Nabila. And next for Sport and Recreation Council, SNR, the chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Afiq, and the co-chairperson will be Ahmad Syahmi Rahimi. And next for External Affairs Council, the chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Asri, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Izzati Balkis. And next for Multimedia and Information Bureau Council, the chairperson will be Sister Aziati Hani, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Ayu Nur Hanis. And next, for Academic and Career Bureau, for Academic and Career Council, the chairperson will be Sister Raudah, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Hani Zulaikha. And for Welfare Council, the chairperson will be Brother Muhammad Irfan, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Nur Najiha. For Dakwah and Training Council, the chairperson will be Brother Adik Husaini, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Nurul Aisyah. And last but not least, for the Management Council, International Council, the chairperson will be Brother Ahmad Faiz Ahmad Irfas, and the co-chairperson will be Brother Rahat Mutasim Fuad. Okay. So for the most awaited lineup for 28 Engineers 28, we start with the presidential seat, presidential council. The chairperson is Brother Said Ahmad Nias, and the co-chairperson will be Sister Atikah bin Arzaha. For the Next for the financial controller 2, the seat is held by Brother Ashraf Zulhelmi, and for the financial controller 1, the seat is held by Sister Arifah binti Hafizal. And next for the Secretary General, the Secretary General 2 is Sister Atika Insyirah binti Hanim, and for Secretary General 1, Sister Haima Nabila Shafrin. And for the presidential seat, the Vice President 2, Sister Wan Rasidah binti Wan Zuri, and for Vice President 1, Brother Dawis Amini binti Ahdiat. And last but not least, the President of Enginius 28 will be the Brother Muhammad Fakihuddin bin Nasari. So congratulations to all the new lineup. For this,
Thank you, Brother Muhammad Ridwan. And congratulations to all the new lineup of Engineers 28. May Allah ease all your future ventures and may Engineers soar further towards excellence. For our last speech, I would like to invite Brother Muhammad Fakihuddin bin Nasari, our new President of Engineers 28, to give his speech.
Bismillah. Can you hear me? Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin. Wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. To our Honorable Dean, Associate Professor Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan, Deputy Dean of Students Development and Community Engagement, Associate Professor Dr. Asmah Mansur, Deputy Dean of Academic and Internationalization, Professor Dr. Man Fahmi Rashid Al-Khatib, the former line-up of Engineers 27, the new line-up of Engineers 28, brothers and sisters, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning to each and every one of you. So brothers and sisters, first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all VIPs and committees for allocating their precious time to attend today's AGM. So I also wish to take this opportunity to express my appreciation to every one of you for your cooperations and support over the year to assist our kuliah to accomplish our activities and programs smoothly. And it is with great pleasure that I address you with my first speech as President of Engineers 28, a position I gratefully accepted following by Engineers election that has been conducted last week. And it is indeed a great honor to represent the student society. So inshallah, brothers and sisters, don't worry, inshallah this is just a short speech, inshallah, because I know all of us has already tired, if I'm not mistaken, right? So brothers and sisters, I would like to begin my speech by sharing a hadith. So عن عبد الله بن عمر رضي الله عنهما أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال ألا كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته فالإمام الذي على الناس راع وهو مسؤول عن رعيته. Ibn Umar said, I heard the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, all of you are shepherds and each of you is responsible for his flock. An imam is a shepherd and he is responsible for those in his care. So brothers and sisters, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam teach us through this glorious tradition hadith it is every man was responsible for amanah executed by them. Because in fact, amanah or responsibility are the utmost importance for every Muslim. So, brothers and sisters, both of these noble qualities show a character that will determine good morals in a person in daily affairs, and even more in our context as engineers. Both of these qualities will also determine the future of our society. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to remind me, myself, and all of you, before we move on and work together throughout one tenure for about 1 year, right? So let us remind ourselves that each of us now has a big responsibility for this huge amanah. So I used to learn Arabic in my secondary school. So if I'm not mistaken, the term amanah itself was referred to honesty. But in our context as Islamic perspective, basically it carries much more meaning. The term has a number of connotations which all revolve around the basic concept of accountability of our actions. So that's why this is why fulfillment of trust seems to be the closest meaning to the term of amanah. So, brothers and sisters, even if you are in the department council or management council or even main board, right? So, first of all, we need to purify our intentions because I do believe that, inshallah, if we have good intentions, like that I'm doing this really to contribute to our society, and not just to earn more star point. Inshallah, the work done will be easy, inshallah. So this is because we have pure intentions. So, brothers and sisters, I think that's all. Let's reform our community, our kulliyah, with enthusiasm, with a full sense of trust, with a sense of togetherness. So, inshallah, we will be great again. So, last but not least, personally, I would like to request you all of you, either the former line-up or the new line-up, to guide and advise me throughout this tenure while I'm carrying this position as the president. Hopefully, all of us able to behold this amanah, this trust with great success, inshallah. So I think that's all. And I would like to conclude my speech by repeating my sincere gratitude to all of you, to Madam Asma, Dr. Ma'an, and Dr. Sani Izan Ihsan for attending this AGM. So I wish you good health and happiness. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Brother Fakihuddin, for your speech. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the end of this event. Before we end our meeting today, I would like to invite everyone to have a photography session. Okay, there will be 3 pages. Okay, for the first page, I will count until 3. 1, 2, and 3. For the second page, 1, 2, and 3. And for the last page, 1, 2, 3. Thank you for the cooperation. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank everyone for joining our annual general meeting of Enginius 27. We end our meeting today with Tasbih Kafarah and Suratul As. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and have a good day.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you and congratulations everyone.
Text